When my wife Emily got promoted, everything about her seemed to shift. She grew more self-assured, or maybe just more entitled. She started dressing sharper, speaking louder, and laughing a little too openly whenever her new boss, Nathan, was around. I stayed quiet, wanting to be supportive. She had earned that position, but I couldn't ignore the subtle changes. The way her face lit up whenever Nathan's name came up. How her phone buzzed at dinner, and she'd quickly dismiss it with, "It's just work." I told myself not to overthink it, yet something deep down unsettled me. It wasn't jealousy. It was instinct, the kind that whispers before your world tilts. Then came the company's annual gala, a grand affair brimming with executives, music, and far too much champagne. "You'll finally meet Nathan," she said, adjusting her stunning red dress with a smile. "Try not to look too serious, okay?" The remark stung, but I brushed it off. When we arrived, the venue was breathtaking. Chandeliers, laughter, and the scent of expensive perfume hanging in the air. Emily glided from guest to guest, her energy magnetic. Then Nathan appeared, tall, confident, with a grin that seemed made for charm. She lit up like a Christmas tree. "Nathan, you made it," she said, touching his arm. I stood beside her, invisible. Nathan turned toward me with a polite smile. "So, you're Emily's husband. She's told me a lot about you." I shook his hand. "All good things, I hope," he chuckled. "Of course, she's quite the talker." Emily laughed nervously. "Oh, stop, Nathan." Their exchanged glance said far more than words could. I sipped my drink quietly, taking in the scene, her admiration, his amusement. A carefully choreographed office performance. A slow burn of flirtation disguised as professionalism. I didn't interrupt. I didn't need to. Sometimes silence exposes the truth faster than confrontation. When the music started, couples filled the dance floor. Nathan turned to Emily. "Come on, let's show them how it's done." She hesitated, glancing at me for permission, or maybe validation. I smiled faintly. "Go ahead. You seem eager." Her eyes flickered with guilt, but a moment later she was in his arms, laughing as they moved to the rhythm. It felt like a knife wrapped in melody. Guests whispered, watching them twirl as though they owned the night. My hand tightened around my glass, but I stayed calm. No scene. That would have been too easy. And then, opportunity arrived. Her name was Claire, one of Emily's colleagues, radiant in a dark blue gown that turned heads with every step. She'd been observing, smirking slightly. "Rough night?" she asked, her voice low and teasing. I smiled. "You could say that." She looked toward the dance floor. "You're handling it well. Most men wouldn't stay so calm watching their wife flirt with the boss." I met her gaze. "I'm not most men." Claire tilted her head, impressed. "Good. Then maybe you'll take me up on this," she said, extending her hand with a mischievous grin. "Since your dance partner's already taken." The room seemed to quiet as I took her hand. Once on the dance floor, all eyes followed. She moved with grace and confidence, her laughter effortless. For the first time that night, I felt relaxed, not vengeful, just free. Then I saw Emily's expression shift mid-spin. Her smile faltered, her steps slowed. Nathan spoke to her, but she didn't hear. Her gaze was fixed on me, on Claire's hand resting lightly on my shoulder, on the smile I once reserved for her. That's when it hit her. The control she thought she had was gone. The harmless fun no longer felt harmless. Claire leaned close and whispered, "She's staring." I chuckled softly. "Let her. Maybe she'll finally see what she's been blind to." Emily abruptly excused herself from Nathan and crossed the room, her heels clicking sharply against the marble. "Mark," she said through a tight smile, "can we talk?" I looked at Claire. "Excuse us." She winked and stepped aside. Emily's voice dropped. "What are you doing?" she hissed. "Enjoying the party," I replied casually. "You seem busy with my boss," she snapped. "It's professional." I smiled. "And dancing with your attractive coworker is professional too." Her lips parted, but no words came. I leaned in slightly, voice low. "You wanted to impress him. I get it. But maybe next time, remember, not everyone's watching your boss. Some are watching how you treat your husband." She swallowed hard, glancing around at curious onlookers. "You're making a scene," she whispered. I smirked. "Funny. I thought you already did that when you chose him first." Her gaze fell, confidence crumbling, mascara smudging. "I didn't mean to," I said. "Yeah," she muttered, the phrase people use when the performance ends. For the rest of the evening, Emily stayed at my side, silent, her earlier glow replaced by embarrassment. Across the room, Claire gave me a knowing smile, and I returned it politely. Later, in the car, Emily spoke softly. "I messed up. I shouldn't have danced with him." I said nothing, staring out at the city lights reflecting on the windshield. "Mark," her voice trembled. "Say something." I looked at her. "You taught me something tonight. Respect isn't about who you dance with. It's about who you don't." She never mentioned Nathan again. Weeks later, she left that job, citing a need for a fresh start. But that night changed everything. She learned what it felt like to lose control, to watch someone else receive the attention she once took for granted. And for me, it was the night I realized the best revenge isn't anger, it's elegance. Nothing silences arrogance quite like seeing it crumble under its own reflection.